Fall is just starting and you've got that chill in the air. You know what I mean? Like when you wake up in the morning, coffee is so much better on these cold mornings. And it's just a season I really love. And another thing I really love is all of my tech essentials, whether it's my headphones, whether it's my phone. These are a few things that I carry with me no matter what. And the coolest thing is they all fit into this tiny pouch. So I'm going to show you one by one all the things that are with me because a few of the items have changed. The first place to start, of course, is going to be the phone of choice. And for me, that is the iPhone 16e. I have been playing around with another phone, which I'll talk about in a sec, but the iPhone 16e is great. I've done so many videos on it, so if you want to take a deep dive into why I think this is an awesome phone, I will link those down below for you. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is this case because so many people ask me about it. I did a limited run of a leather case a couple months ago. You might have bought it, but a lot of other people also bought it and it got sold out. I want to do more models, and currently I do have them on sale for pre-order for the 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max, and the 17 Air. And they are discounted for the pre-order price, so they're $40 instead of $50. And I have a Magsafe sale going on where if you buy two Magsafe products, the second is going to be 50% off. So if you want to snag this for your new iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max or Air, I will link that down below for you to check out. If you know me, you know I love leather products, and so I've really loved just how this case is patinaed and just the outcome of this tiny little project I did, and I hope to bring more and more models soon. Now onwards to the next device, which is the one I have been testing, and that is the Galaxy Z Fold 7. And I know you and a lot of the viewers on my channel are Apple fans and we love Apple products. This is so great that if you literally slapped an Apple logo on this and you gave this iOS, I'm 100% sure so many of you would buy this because this, what Samsung did with like their cover screen by making it usable as a phone on a day-to-day basis, that has just been amazing. And then you open it up and you've got this large screen. It's got crazy amount of performance, like whether you're gaming, whether you're multitasking, it's going to be able to handle all of it. This is really a great device, and I have a review coming out soon on it. I really love this simply because they have just, I mean, just look how thin this device is. It's really amazing. So I'm going to share a lot of thoughts on this device in my upcoming review. But if you're on Android and you want a foldable and you've got like a tablet and phone situation going on, this literally will solve the problem for you. You can just get this one device and enjoy having two devices in one. Now on to my headphones of choice. These are the Shokz Open Dot One. So the first Shokz headphones I actually tried were at CES. It was the Open Fit 2, and I just fell in love with the concept. I love the idea of just actually having open ear headphones. Anything I'd tried before that just didn't sound good enough for me. These take the Open Fit 2 to another level. They are so comfortable to wear. They clip on like this, and then it's so amazing to me that you don't even realize these headphones are there. Like when you first wear them, you're going to know that they're there, but they're so light, they're so comfortable that they literally disappear. Like I've literally had days where I forget to take this out because I don't even notice that it's there anymore. At the same time, what I really liked about these compared to the Open Fit 2s is the fact that these have a lot more punch to them. They sound fuller. So the sound quality really was improved. I also like the fact that the case is much more compact. So this is more along the lines of being more like the AirPods case, you know? It's not going to take up a lot of bulk in your everyday carry bag or in your pocket. These hands down have been my go-to headphones. I use them with my Galaxy Z Fold 7, my iPhone 16e, my iPad Pro, you name it, every device, I use these with it. And I love the experience of just being able to have good quality audio, but then also be in tune with your environment. Now, real quickly, I gotta pause to thank Mokin for sponsoring this video. This right here is their new 140 watt GAN charger. This is really cool and it's very different than other chargers because not only can it charge my camera, MacBook, and iPhone all at the same time, it has 3 USB-C ports and a USB-A port, which is really nice. It's compact enough to fit into any bag so I can easily travel with it. But most cool thing I found is the display. And not only because it actually shows the output going to each of these different ports, but because you can actually rotate the display. So if you ever have to find a weird, awkward socket and plug this in upside down, guess what? A touch and hold on this touch sensitive area, and you're going to be able to rotate your display. So really cool charger, really convenient and powerful for all my devices. I will have it linked down below in the description in case you want to check it out for yourself. And a huge thank you to Mokin for sponsoring this section of the video. The next item are my car keys to my BMW 5 Series. This is something I wanted like since I was 17. Like I used to price out the car year over year. Every year BMW updates their 5 Series, and that's one thing I did because I really wanted the car, and to finally be able to attain that in 2022. And it wasn't even because of YouTube, it was just because of all the hard work I was putting in my personal life. And that's what led me to achieve one of my goals. And I just love the car. It makes me so happy. I don't care what anyone thinks of me when they look at the car because that's not what I bought it for. I bought it to satisfy this need inside of my heart. And it just makes me happy on a day-to-day basis. And, that's the thing that's important. Don't buy things because, you want to look a certain way to society. Society ain't going to pay your bills. Society doesn't care any little bit about you. You don't matter. Literally, you don't matter to the world. So always satisfy your heart and make yourself happy with the things that you want to achieve, whether they're personal goals or actually like physical goals. Now on the keychain itself, I have just this metal camera keychain. I found this in Japan, and so I had to pick it up because I love photos, I love video, I love my camera. And then the other thing is just my storage unit key. This is where I keep all my inventory for my online Tekmomo store. I keep some of it at home so that way I can process orders on a day-to-day basis, but the bulk of it stays in the storage unit, and I just go there whenever I have to, replenish my inventory at home. Next item is going to be my Magbak Wallet. I have been rocking this for a long time now, so very easy recommendation for me. I love the finger loop, love the quality of the leather, and a lot of times I don't even like carry it in my pockets. I just keep it in my tech bag, and it's just been a great product for me. I mean, I really can't complain. You can get an engraving done on here, so if you're giving it to somebody as a gift, that could be something cool. You could just engrave their name, like I got mine engraved in here. But overall, great capacity, great wallet, and it's really like small, light, feels great in the hand. Now, apart from wallet, I also keep this knife. And what's funny is in my everyday tech carry videos, I always because this is always a way, like maybe I open something, right? I always forget to include this, but I showed this off a couple years ago. This is the WESN knife, and this knife has been awesome. Like it's such a great, small knife, plenty of power. You can see there's like a bunch of tape from just opening up different boxes. The next item is a new one, which is the Nintendo Switch 2. And what I like about this is that because you can take off the Joy-Cons, right? The cool thing is that you are literally able to put this in like a small everyday carry tech bag. I actually have a matte screen protector. So the one I use on my phones, I have that coming for the Switch 2. It's supposed to arrive later today. So hopefully by the time I get to shooting the rest of this video, I'll have it. But here's a cool thing about the Nintendo Switch 2, and all the reviews are wrong. Every review you've seen of the Nintendo Switch 2, comparing it to the PlayStation, comparing it to the Steam Deck. Why? The Nintendo Switch 2 has no comparison. Neither does the Nintendo Switch. So I went over this weekend, this past Labor Day weekend, to spend the weekend at my sister's house. And I told my nieces, hey, I'm trying out the Nintendo Switch 2. And you know what the first thing they said to me? They were like, oh my God, it has a bigger screen and we love like the bigger Joy-Cons. It's so awesome. And that's it. And that defines what Nintendo is doing. Nintendo has that Nintendo experience. It's for the average user. It's for when you have a couple friends over, you all want to play Mario Kart, right? The reason I never got the first one is because I found the Joy-Cons to be too tiny. I just didn't like the size of them. Every time I played at somebody's house casually with friends or whatever, it was fine, but I didn't want to have that with me on a day-to-day basis. This here, they've made the improvements that should be made. The screen got bigger, it's got a faster refresh rate, Joy-Cons got better, and that's about it, right? Like, this is the console that you buy because you love Nintendo stuff. You want the Nintendo experience, you want the Nintendo games. I will have a full review of this coming soon on my channel because I just was able to find it and I actually get it. So I will talk about this, why I didn't buy the original, but I bought this one. But this is great. I love the fact that I've got portable Mario, Donkey Kong. I love those games. They like take me back to a time that I really loved. And if you want the Nintendo experience, this is what you need. Don't worry about what anybody else says. Next item is going to be a MagSafe battery pack. And you know, there's a lot of them that you can get. There's a lot that I have tried. This one I really like. This is the Sharge 10K. I like the carbon fiber look it has. And I've noticed that it actually really does a great job at not getting hot. So whether you use it MagSafe with your phone, I even use one. I actually have one on my camera right now, which powers the fan that keeps it cool while I record these videos. And I also use it to power my camera when I'm recording these videos because I usually do it in one day. So that way I can just have power continuously going to the camera and not worry about running out of battery or having to charge the battery separately. This has been a really cool product for me and it's so handy. And now it comes handy with the Switch 2 simply because the Switch 2 on like every time I play for like 45 minutes, it does drain about 20%. So that's pretty bad. Like that's probably one downside of this console, but this battery pack gives me enough juice to power it up. And plus, I'm not going to play that long to where I'm going to completely drain the Switch anyway. So some kind of battery pack is going to be good for you. I will link not only this, but also a couple other recommendations in the description in case you don't like this style. So there you have it. That's everything that I pack into my tech bag. And the cool thing is I can either put this in my backpack or simply just have it in my car with me. So that way I know that all of these essential items that I like to carry on a day-to-day basis, they're with me at any given moment. If you have enjoyed this video, I would just ask, give me a thumbs up because it's going to help other people find this video. Comment down below with what you like to carry because I love just seeing these type of videos. And most importantly, take care of yourself and I will see you in the next video.